thinks he's a running back or a running back that thinks he's a wide receiver?
That's a good question. I just kind of like to think that I'm a versatile football player. Just a do-it-all kind of guy. Do what they ask of me. If they need me in the backfield, that's where I'll be. If they need me out wide, that's where I'll be. But as of late, as we get kind of down more towards game time, I'm with the receivers with Coach Gunnell. Getting right on that game plan. But yeah, I don't want to put myself in one boat or the other, so I'm gonna stay right in the middle.
I know you always know you got to expect it, but what was your thought all of a sudden at Temple, and all of a sudden Coach Ajazio says, AJ's out, you're in. Mm-hmm. Just tell us that feeling.
Yeah. I like to say, the most dangerous man in the room is the guy with nothing to lose. And at that point in my career here at BC, I had nothing to lose. I was trying to fight my way onto the field, playing special teams and whatnot. I got an opportunity to get on the field at Wake Forest and catch that touchdown pass to get us up. It kind of opened the door for myself. And so when that Temple game came, I was ready to go in at any point. Obviously I didn't know he was going to get hurt in that game, but when it did happen, I was ready for that. And anytime opportunity knocks, you only get so many of those opportunities, in life and in football especially at this level. So that opportunity came and I had to take it. I couldn't let that pass me by. And fortunately, I had been on top of my stuff, and that's why coaches are always telling people, stay on top of this, stay on top of that. You get in these situations, all of a sudden you're the next guy up. If you've kind of just been hanging out all day, you get in the game and that shows. So I was very fortunate that I've been preparing mentally and physically for that, and took advantage of the opportunity.
Did you ever have any doubts? I remember it was training camp your freshman year. You got hurt and lost the season. Mm-hmm. What kept you motivated? What kept you ahead in the game?
Yeah. And that is tough. Anytime people go through injuries, that's a very tough thing to deal with. Coach Scott is a big proponent of this, and I've heard it a couple other places. But knowing your why, and I think if you don't know your why, that's when you kind of come out here and start to get complacent, and injuries and adversity and that kind of thing will start to fold people. So I know my why. I know my whys, why I come out here each day, why I wake up in the morning, why I do what I do. And as hard as some of that adversity is, you just look back to your why, whether that's, your faith, your family, whether you want to be famous one day or whatever that may be for you. You kind of look back and reflect on that, and that kind of kept me pushing, kept me going through that process. And, I just, at the end of the day, I refuse to be folded by any type of adversity. And I believe that good things happen to good people who work hard, and, that's kind of paying off for me now.
What's the why?
My why is my faith and my family, first off, and then third off, my city. Yes, sir.
Is that Boston now?
It's Boston while I'm here. As long as I got Boston College on my chest, I definitely represent this university, this football program, and in this city. So Cincinnati, that's my spot. I got a ton of love for Cincinnati. Shout out Cincinnati. But yeah, Boston, Boston's my spot as of now.
Just generically, what's the state of the passing game right now going into the season opener?
Yeah. I think I'm really enjoying how we're working together as an offense. I think our passing game, we really have some explosive guys. Anthony is throwing the ball really well. Coach Bajakian came in here, with some really good ideas and good concepts and ways for us to get the ball out to us on the sides and into playmaker hands. So I'm really excited about our passing game right now. I think that our passing game can influence our running game, in the sense that we can kind of open it up and kind of get those heavy boxes opened up a little bit. So I'm excited for our passing game, and I'm excited to see AJ and David Bailey and our running backs go to work if we can get that passing game going.
Did you see the captaincy coming, or was that a surprise?
I didn't see it coming, but yeah, I wake up every day and work hard and work my tail off, and it's an honor that to have your peers and your teammates kind of look up to you and have that respect for you in that sense. So, like I said, it's an honor to be in that elite group of BC captains, and I'm very fortunate for that.